Welcome to East Lansing, where the Michigan State fans have already started the Spartan Walk on a perfect night for college football, and one they hope will finish with a Michigan State victory in its home opener. Today, a battle in the Great Lakes State, and from the Upers to those in the Mitten, all Michiganders will be And the Broncos' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will start this game off. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, is what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have.
He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Spartans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety.
Wide open spaces. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. And they get him down. This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Conley. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking downfield. It's Lowry. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There's the pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Belly. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a second and long. On the option, it's Child. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. The give on the inside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Childs. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Keeps it and gets past the chains. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
After that last loss, it's second and 12. They'll go right back to the run. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Motion from the wideout. With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Spartan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by just 2 over the Rebels. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Childs. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
The Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Childs. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On target to the left. Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. He's at the top. And he just kept running. And he ran away from the crowd. And they'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Buckley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Hunt is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop with the return at about the 28-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try it over the left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reading the option, it's Childs. Lots of running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 31 over the Rebels.
Dropping back, it's Lowry.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Buckley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Western Michigan. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Makes a man miss. They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47. The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through the tackle. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The Spartans will move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kelly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. coverage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score. Michigan State 24, Western Michigan 7.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The old coaching cliche, go learn no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been...